I'm here today and all I hear is how I'm chasing crazy dreams. They'll sing, 'cause I've got perfect songs and melodies just waiting to come out of me, and you'll sing along like, oh, whoa. Fancy words, clever lines and tales that take you back in time, and you'll sing along like, oh, whoa. And they'll know, everyone will know, they should have believed in me.
Should have believed, baby.
Well, where there is the Healthy Hippie Chef, there is food. You are watching The Spiel, not to be confused with anything else. Could they ever confuse it with anything else?
I hope not.
Yeah.
How could they?
I know. So what do you have going here?
It doesn't look like a lot of food, does it?
It doesn't. It looks like just your typical afternoon snack, right?
Well, yeah. And you know, I was thinking about this. Recently, my husband's had some major health problems.
I've been aware of this. Yes.
With
you want to tell him
heart
about the phone call you got the one day where he actually goes down and he hears on the phone, ma'am, your husband's going to be just fine. And I'm like,
well, no, they were saying, sir. He dropped the phone. I guess he'd called me and they were saying, sir,
so he went,
we're giving you a nitro pill under your tongue. And I'm just sitting on the phone for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, those are words you don't want to hear.
Anyway, meet him at the hospital. So
he's doing well today.
He's had to kind of rearrange his diet. Okay. And so he's constantly weighing himself, and he's like, man, I'm not losing any weight.
Right.
But I watch him, and like at night he'll run by and eat like, 5 or 6 mints or this and that. And so I started thinking about mindless eating. Mindless eating.
I am a professional mindless eater.
Like after lunch, you're in your slump, you're watching something on TV. Oh, it's just a couple. How many of these times do you go out and you have a mint after dinner and you don't think things about it? Okay?
Right.
So, like, for instance, these Hershey Kisses. Guess how many calories?
They're fantastic.
I mean, they're tiny. And how many?
Put them in the freezer and then eat them.
They're great. And we all need a treat, right?
Yes.
But I'm just blown away because one day I probably ate 300 to 400 calories in these.
How many? How many? Okay,
this is a little over 100 calories. Just that.
For four.
About 100
Look,
calories.
I'm willing to roll the dice on that one. 100 calories, come on. Just go to the gym.
Okay, but here's an instance. Look at these M&Ms.
Okay.
That's teeny. 200.
Why? Because you added the nut in the middle? Does it matter?
Because, nuts are healthy, right?
Yes.
Nuts are healthy.
Yes.
This is 100 calories. A little over. Isn't that crazy?
See, that's what I've changed to. Like I eat the whole bag thinking this is such a better option than that.
And that's what he did. He started eating nuts, raw nuts.
Exactly.
Because you're not supposed to have salt or anything.
Cashews,
but he would buy the big thing and it had like 2,000 calories.
Eat the whole thing. Eat it all.
That's a whole day's worth of food.
That's right.
And same thing with, granola. You think you're eating healthy?
I heard that there is, you got to be careful.
This is the healthy granola too, where it's natural, there's not a lot of sugar.
Okay.
130 calories for that little bitty.
Wow.
These are
is that bad? I mean, 130 calories, is that bad?
Okay, it's not bad if you're eating the right things, but the problem is mindless eating.
Yeah.
We'll sit here and I'll eat about, my daughter will eat 12 of those jelly things.
Yeah.
Before you know it.
Yeah. Well, I do have to share with you.
Amazing.
My son is addicted to Oreos. Okay,
I love Oreos.
He is. I'm sorry. Most people at home are going, well, you don't buy Oreos. You don't do that. Guess what? I don't.
You don't.
No.
Okay.
Meemaw does.
Everybody
Dad does. The aunts do it. Yeah. So he has a stash of Oreos. Okay, and every night he has the Oreos and milk. And I don't know how many he has, but just put it this way: every time I try to talk to him, it's like, So yeah, it's going on. It's going on.
It happens.
Yeah. But my sister came up with an interesting plan, if you will, and it was because my little niece apparently does the same thing when it comes to candy. I mean, she'll hide under the dining room table and essentially eat her whole Easter basket or her whole Halloween basket or whatever. Yes. They have to put it up. Her pediatrician said this, and it was brilliant. On packages, there's a serving size. There's a reason they put that serving size there, the suggested serving size, because these are things we're going to eat. So rather than picking up the whole package, which my son does, you can have 3. And then wrap it up, put it back up. That's it.
Hard.
That's it. But that's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do. Who does that?
And it's not going to be that big of an issue. And you know what? We've done it and it works and he feels like he's satisfied, but he likes that. He's like, okay, there's a level of accountability here. He's starting to be more conscious of the way that he looks. The same thing, get this, with chips.
Oh, chips are hard.
Suggested serving size, 15. Okay, I'm going to do the whole bag of Lay's or Ruffles or whatever when you sit down, as is he usually.
When you start.
But now that we make him count them out and take them over, he's like, man, if I got to work, I don't even want that. Just go get the smart popcorn and call it a day.
I'm not hungry anymore. Eat the smart popcorn.
Yeah, eat the smart.
That's funny.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Well, okay, it's funny you say Oreos because people always, they ask me, I guess because I try to be healthy, what's your favorite cheat? And one of my favorites, and my mom taught me this, and if you have not tried this, it'll take you to another level. It's
what are we doing
craziest
for our
thing.
audience? Yeah,
you get an Oreo cookie.
Yes.
It's so simple.
Yes.
And instead of dipping it in milk, okay, you drink the milk after, you dip it in hot coffee. It's the most delicious thing I've ever tasted in my life. No, it melts the creamy filling in with the chocolate cookie.
Oh, no, I see that.
And it's
that
almost,
could be good.
It is
Matt,
as
you don't
good.
drink coffee. You're out.
No,
right?
it excites me. It is as good as a hot chocolate chip cookie coming out of the oven.
That sounds good, but here's the deal. I keep it dunked in the milk long enough that it does the same thing. Oh, yeah, it's
I know,
soft.
but it's that warm,
great.
melty.
Yeah.
Who loves a hot chocolate chip cookie? I'm telling you, try it and you will. It sounds weird.
You heard it here first.
Even if you don't like coffee, it does not even taste like coffee, I promise.
Okay.
I promise.
That is interesting that you say that, and I don't know why this has become a food show all of a sudden, but hey, the Food Network does well, right? So let's just follow in the trends. One of the chefs, they do that show, My Favorite Restaurant or My Favorite Dish,
right.
And it's usually the big time chefs. Apparently, there was this restaurant, and it happened by accident, but this noted chef had some coffee grounds. And it smelled so good, and he was getting ready to throw them out. He put them on his board and rolled like a tenderloin or a beef, like he was going to do a prime rib roast or something, and rolled it in the coffee grounds. That
sounds delicious.
Oh, they said it was unbelievable. So try it.
I'm going to try
and bring
that.
some by here, and we'll try it too.
It's recycling. And another thing with
it
coffee
is
grounds, this
yeah.
may sound weird, but like the tanning's bad for you and everything. Mm-hmm. You can use your coffee grounds in the shower, and they will give you, they will tan your
skin. What does it do to the drain, babe?
No, it goes down the drain. Just like in your sink when you pour coffee out. It'll go down the drain, but if you rub it all over you, you have this beautiful glow and tan about
really?
you. Yes.
And you smell really weird.
And it's free. It's something you're going to throw away. Coffee smells great.
It does.
So it's a win-win.
Try that. What roast are you? Dark roast? Yeah, light roast, whatever. So, all right, look, we got a great show. So we're going to actually some surprises today, some twists. I don't think people are going to be expecting what we're bringing to them today.
I like something.
All right, we'll be right back.
Coming up on The Spiel.
I like to think that a good vodka gets out of the way of whatever you're mixing it with.
The best day of my life was when my little boy got born again.
It's never too early or too late to start considering your future or your spouse or your children or your grandchildren.
The Bank of Heron has the experience and position to help you with estate planning or establishing a trust. Preserving your assets can be one of the most rewarding benefits of your lifetime. The Bank of Heron can even act as an unbiased trustee of your estate, giving you the peace of mind that your loved ones will be taken care of the way you see fit. The Bank of Heron. It's not just a trust, it's a relationship.
The word team is what we strive for to take care of you as our patient. T stands for technology. E stands for efficiency. A stands for affordable. M stands for medical. Allow us to be your medical home. At CRHPC, we have over 13 sites to serve you. Find us on crhpc.org.
I get the question all the time, why call Parker for our heating and air conditioning systems? The number one reason to call Parker is our team. They have the best attitudes. They love their jobs. They love this industry. And that's why our team shows up every day, to serve our clients, to be the leading team in this industry. Installing water furnace geothermal or servicing any make and model that you have. It's our team's desire to serve you.
But hurry, 30% tax credit on geothermal installation ends December 2016. Parker Heating and Cooling, your water furnace geothermal expert. You're watching The Spiel.
We have joining us now Jacek Wiltowski and Jesse Rochman. And you know what, guys? It's a good day when you bring vodka.
It's always a good day.
Yeah. I mean, it's not hard for you to make friends, is it?
Not at all.
No.
Day or night.
Yeah. Stacy, you were excited about this segment.
I'm excited. Well, I walk in and it looks like, you know, my kitchen table. All this healthy stuff, cucumbers and watermelon. And I've heard, I don't know if this is true, that vodka is the cleanest, most healthiest alcohol that you can drink.
Listen, vodka is the one that you can get away with because it's not a huge, there's not a smell, there's not a, you know, it just goes well with everything.
It does.
Okay.
Mixes well. It's the most neutral spirit out there.
I like to think that a good vodka gets out of the way of whatever you're mixing it with.
Oh.
You know, and that's what he said. It's neutral and it blends well.
So the moment that I stepped into the kitchen, Stacy says, "Oh my goodness, you've got to hear this. Like, it sounds like a joke to begin with. How did all of this happen? Multi V, how did it come about?"
Well, I always sit there and like to joke about it. I'm a lawyer as my trade. He's a banker. And so it starts with a lawyer and a banker walking into a bar, which sounds like a punchline. Yeah, okay, it's a joke. Yeah. But it's not a joke. You know, we're sitting there and we're just wondering, you know, why is there not a vodka out there that is totally neutral, like we were talking about, that just gets out of the way and strips vodka of all the stuff that, you know, doesn't do anything good for you and gives you a vodka that does stuff that's great for you. And we came up with this as our brainchild. Just sitting there, we're sitting at a bar and just like, let's go for it.
So do you still have your day jobs, or is this?
We do.
This is now taken over.
We wanted to take over.
Okay. That's why you're on the spiel.
Yeah, that's why we're on the spiel.
Soon enough. Yeah, Multi V just came out in mid-January of this year. Been in the works for close to 4 years now.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of tastings, a lot of, you know.
A lot of regulatory hurdles.
Regulatory hurdles.
Hop through and I's across and T's to dot before they let you put anything in a bottle.
P. Diddy blocked you because you know he has Ciroc. He blocked you.
P. Diddy or Sean Diddy.
Sean Diddy Combs, whatever. Now, why Multi V?
So the Multi V is our name.
Okay.
We're playing off the words of maybe what's some secret ingredients in the bottle.
Vitamins. Listen, kids. No, I'm totally teasing. No.
Okay, and one of your moms is a chemist?
My
Is
mom.
that correct? Your mom?
Yes.
Okay.
She's the one that actually helped us with the process. Okay. So after the late night meetings that we had to kind of come up with this, my mom, who used to work for nutrition headquarters, Brunswick Laboratories at Murfreesboro, she was the chemist that did formulations for certain things.
All right.
She thought this was the silliest idea ever when we first came up with this.
Of course she did. Son, go back to work.
But Mom being mom said, of course, I'll help you guys. So we started mixing some things, coming up with different formulas here and there. Thought we came up with something good. And then we got actually hooked up with basically a flavorist. That used to be the head of research and development for Seagram's for a long time. So a lot of expertise there, and he got our product. We went through about 20 more different samples Prototypes. That's what also took all that time. So, and we got a formula that we really loved.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. And you can find out more. I guess the story is at drinkv.com. Is that
correct.
right? Okay, look, the reason we brought you here is because we just want to sample it. You know. So let's do what you do, and let's see how if it gets out of the way and what we think in the end.
Yeah.
What are you pairing
Why
with
don't you
today?
take it away with the
Well, we
first
got a
drink
few good things here for you there. First thing, classic that everybody loves, morning or night, is Bloody Mary.
Oh,
a lot of
spicy,
different
spicy,
sometimes not. It's all how you like it. But basically, what we're going to start with here is a classic Bloody Mary. So, got some ice in here. got a good mix that I like right here.
Okay.
But there's all kinds of different mixes here you can utilize.
Taste of
so.
Florida. They could be a sponsor. I mean, we could, we
They
could mention
could.
them.
Yeah, why not?
They should be a sponsor.
They should be a
They
sponsor
should.
if you're watching.
Definitely. So first, we're going to start off with 2 ounces.
Do you really measure? Like when you're at home, you're like, go, right?
3 count, 6 count, whatever's your
One,
fits your-
1,000,
yeah.
2, 1, okay.
He actually taught me that. Before that, I would just dump stuff in there and whatever
You
tastes
can't
right.
call it a recipe though if you're sitting there.
By the end of the night, I'm not measuring. I'm just pulling away. So 2 ounces Multi V Vodka. We're going to add some Bloody Mary mix here.
Okay.
Tomato juice is very good for you.
It
Very
is.
good.
This is the healthy part of it for Healthy Hippie Chef.
Yeah, Bloody Mary mix is healthy. You can make all sorts of claims about Bloody Mary mix being good for you.
Now, here's the key, and I do need another glass for this, so I do apologize.
Yeah. Hey, we're organized here in the Spiel kitchen. You'll see in just a moment, he asked if we had a blender, and we're like, no, but we have one of these. So it's going to work great.
They're one and the same, right?
Yeah.
One in the same.
Good process.
We're going to mix some things here. We're going to add some more.
That's a spicy type mix.
This is not.
Oh, it's not spicy. Okay.
This one is not. So a key
We were,
to
we were
this.
afraid that you guys wouldn't
Oh,
like
no,
spicy.
spice
so
it up,
we-
babe.
We are
The hotter the
spicy.
better.
The hotter the better.
That's it. Oh, and look at that. See, it's everything. You got to look at everything. You really
One thing that I love,
Oh.
we're going to rim the glass here. Bacon. Bacon flavor.
Bacon. Everything
right.
goes better with bacon.
flavored salt.
So we didn't
it.
have the spicy, but we have the bacon. So.
Awesome.
A lot of times we'd like to try to make this a meal, so we can
Yes, we
definitely
do. Yes, we do.
add some
In lieu of
celery.
breakfast.
For college students.
Yeah.
Yes.
Breakfast of champions
That's
right,
right.
there. Love it. Love it.
There you go.
Oh, and look at that. Look at
And you
that.
wedge it.
It would be interesting to have maybe the viewers contact you guys. I guess you're looking at the frosted versus the clear bottle now, which there's something to the clear. You can see the bubbles on the back and all that good stuff. So, hey, Stacey, you're going to, okay, you go first because I'm not feeling that great.
What's wrong? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little, it's fine.
Okay.
Dripping with goodness.
That's part of it, dripping with goodness, yeah. Look
You gotta
at him.
start
He
out.
mixes a drink, right?
That's delicious.
He didn't want to dip it
That is delicious.
up to the rim.
Oh, now you get the whole thing because no one can drink after
That's right,
you're
baby.
sick.
That is excellent. That's excellent. It's clean. You know, like you said, there are a lot of flavors in there. And you don't go, here's when you know you're in trouble. When someone goes, oh, like, oh, that was quite a bite or something like that. I mean, that happens when you drink it over just the rocks, but or does it? It's
You know what? This one, I'd say that it has, if you can minimize bite of vodka. I mean, that vodka, it has a bite because there's a lot of alcohol in vodka.
Okay.
But we
good
try to
stuff.
minimize it, neutralize with the flavors and the other ingredients he was talking about that go in there. That
So check, we know it's perfect in a Bloody Mary, so you don't want to buy anything else but this and then pair it as he's shown you here. What else?
Well, I've got a mimosa, that recipe that I think makes breakfast better. So I always start with making a base for my mimosas. Normally you might put orange juice in your mimosa.
Okay.
This is a strawberry basil mimosa.
Strawberry basil.
Yeah, and so I kind of make the juice myself. Here you're going with 2 ounces of vodka.
Okay.
You're going to go with 2 ounces of your lemon juice, which we've got over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's going to, now that'd normally be kind of bitter there. What we're going to do is we're going to temper out that lemon juice with something sweet like honey. That's what I have here, but you could use agave nectar. Also,
I just like when he uses words like temper out,
To
that's-
me, it's so funny because everything's so natural and fresh. Everything they're using. I mean,
Well, and that's kind of our philosophy behind the vodka too, is what we went
Right.
with, the natural and fresh. And like Jacek said, kind of the name of it clues you in on some of the secret ingredients, even though we can't tell you what they are.
I'm saying vegetables. Get all your vegetables in a bottle there.
That's right.
well,
Vegetables,
made from
big.
potatoes, so.
And another thing about our vodka, I mean, we do kind of promote the healthy lifestyle consumer, and so we make healthy lifestyle choice drinks.
Sure.
But with this as well, we have a 70 proof vodka, so we actually got to lower the calories per serving to 82 calories.
Yeah.
So we're playing off of that as well, where your regular standard vodka, roughly about 100 calories per shot or per serving.
And that kind of goes back into what you're asking. Another way that we try to stand out is you don't see that in any vodka bottles. They're not sitting there advertising the caloric content in there, and that's important to the healthy lifestyle
It
consumer.
worked for Mick Ultra.
It did,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
so why
Better
not
believe
for
it.
vodka? And so
That's
you see
right.
that we come out right out on the front of it. It's says
awesome.
82 calories on it, and then 0 carbs, of course, and 0 everything else. So I've just mixed up the 2 ounces of vodka and the 2 ounces of lemon juice, 2 ounces of club soda. Then that lemon juice is going to be very tart and champagne if you leave it by itself. So the honey will sit there and balance that. And so I do 2 tablespoons of honey.
Now, are you prepared to leave the office, the lawyering office, the banking office, and hit every beach and like make drinks and stuff and serve to people? That's going to be a rigorous lifestyle. It's going to be very challenging.
I think I could handle it. I think I could give up the billable hour and go sit on the beach and treat people to Multi V Vodka. Then I add a little basil to it. I normally call tablespoon, but like in the not measuring, I just peel off maybe the leaf or whatever to your taste that you like, and that gives that kind of floral scent to it that I like. So I just mix that up, and I'm gonna just divide it in between these 2.
Yes, please
mimosa
do.
glasses
So
that we
there's
have.
no strawberry in that?
Not yet. I'm gonna dump the strawberries in.
Oh, okay.
You know, I think you guys are coming along at a great time. I mean, this has become, they do shows about this, mixology, and people are looking for new things. Is that part of the excitement for you?
Definitely.
Okay. Is it?
Definitely is. And you mentioned a perfect time to come out. The whole beverage and food industry has kind of shifted to more simple ingredients, more natural, and healthy. A lot of consumers are using beverage and food to get all their nutrition on a daily basis. So this is a perfect time for the product to come out.
Well, this has healing properties. If you've had too much fun the night before, the little hair of the dog, it has healing properties. You feel better, If you just start it again. Hair of the dog.
That's a better pour on that second one. So there you go. Those are ready for you.
Hey, we're going to go ahead and toast to your success because I feel badly that we don't have 4 glasses, but
It's okay.
We're here for you to enjoy it.
Fresh. Wow.
Oh my. You know what's great about that? How many times have you had one of these drinks and you're like, that's a little sweet. This is perfect.
It's not too sweet.
It's not too sweet.
Yeah, I mean, you sit there with that lemon juice and that honey. That's a great balance. They sit there and it doesn't come out that cloyingly sweet that kind of bites you in your jaw.
Did you come up with this or did you rip it off?
I ripped it off a little bit,
but
there's a recipe out there that's a strawberry basil mimosa. What we did is I try to adjust it so you could add vodka to it, and that kind of kicks it up a notch, right?
Okay,
for those mornings where you really want to have a good mimosa, that's going to do something for you.
Okay.
I love it. Okay, what else are we doing?
Beautiful.
Last one I have here.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna add the ice to this. So what we're gonna do here, this is called a Multi V Breeze, so V Breeze, what I call it. Yeah, and I actually just came up with this recipe when I just was on the beach in Florida a couple weeks ago. So what we have here is coconut water.
Good stuff.
I really fell in love with coconut water recently, and so we mix a little bit of that.
So have we overcome all the hurdles? Now you guys, the sky's the limit. You can go wherever, do whatever. Can you ship into other countries? Where are we there?
Right now we're only in Illinois.
Okay.
We're primarily only in Southern Illinois.
Okay.
And that's kind of the thing. We've got to get, we can't just go to the retailers and have them pick us up. We have to get a distributor who wants to take it, and then the distributor has to sell it to the retailer. But we have to work both angles. We have to get the distributor to want us, and then the distributor, they want us to assist them, to get that product onto the shelves, and that's why they'll
You
pick
can't
us
go
up.
direct then to maybe mom and pops. You can go direct, or you have to go through that distributor.
The way that Illinois is set up, you have to have a distributor that sells to a retailer. They call it a 3-tier system, and so it goes from a manufacturer to a distributor to a retailer.
Well, because I guess everybody wants their cut, so let's talk a little bit about that. We know it's a premium offering, so how much would you buy this in stores, and how much can people look for to spend a drink, for a drink in a bar?
Our target price point is $24.99 on the shelves.
Okay.
We like to.
You buy a lot of vodka. Is that comparable? Julie, where are you, Julie? I mean, Julie's like, I know vodka.
She's home with her mimosa.
Yes.
Well, some of your vodkas like Ciroc and Grey Goose and all those, that they would call ultra premium vodkas.
Sure.
We think this vodka is just as premium as those, but sits at a price point that's under them. So
Look, we also have a marketing ad agency. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get in touch with his people to contact our people, and then we're just going to put it to the test. I feel confident that we've got a winner right here.
I hope so.
You like that, didn't you? Like
I
that
love
idea?
that.
I thought you would.
I was taking it all in.
We'll talk.
Yes, we will.
That's how you do it.
Yes, we
Okay,
will.
go over again real quick what you put in here. You put the
did.
vodka, coconut.
Ooh.
Basically on this, 2 ounces of Multi V Vodka. And then we got coconut water, about 4 ounces roughly. Added some pineapple juice to it, and a splash of grenadine at the end.
Wow.
So
it's like a tequila.
And that's really the for effect, right? It's
correct.
To resemble beauty, artwork, that type of thing.
And a little bit
And
more
this one's
sweetness.
called what?
And sweetness.
A V Breeze. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
The V Breeze.
That's cool. I mean, the name is going to do well with a lot of
Yeah,
things.
the
Like, have
names.
you had your V today?
Yeah.
Great.
And a little garnish on mint at the end too.
Have your Multi V on the rocks.
That's right.
Listen, if I see you create a concoction here, I'm going to be impressed. So let's do that really quick. Is that where we're moving on
Yeah,
to?
we're
We are.
making the blender. This is again, he's the mixologist here for the most part.
And this one I've only made once before, and it was in a blender, so I hope this is not a disaster.
It'll be great.
With this, what we're going to do is we're going to start with watermelon. Another perfect time of year for watermelon.
Have you always just been a connoisseur of the liquors and the wine? Because being from Southern Illinois, we've got the wine trail. We know there's some fantastic offerings. Or is it just that you've gone through that midlife deal? You're like, hey, let's try something different. I mean,
I have not always been a connoisseur.
Okay.
I was like most college kids where I would take what was cheap. We would
Oh, yeah.
scrounge up. You give me, go to all your friends and say, get us a couple bucks and we might get a 30-pack of, Milwaukee's Best Light or something.
Exactly. I love that.
As I got older, though, you're right. I mean, it's like, let's put that behind me. I don't need that anymore.
You have an appreciation for
Yeah.
things. I like that.
Okay, now check this out. This is interesting. Cucumbers and watermelon.
With the seeds. So that's,
With the
because we're just
seeds.
going to pulverize those.
My grandma used to pick the seeds out for me.
Oh, you're spoiled. You're spoiled.
She'd roll them into balls and pick the seeds out.
See, the cucumber water is big now, so you already know the ingredients that are also key too, that everybody's talking about, that they want to use. And,
Correct. And of
that
course,
smells
everybody's
delicious.
taste buds change time of year, but with this, everybody wants more.
Now, what is that? That's mint.
That is mint again, so we put that in there. We have 4 ounces of Multi V in this one, since I'll make 2 drinks again.
Okay.
But with this, it usually comes with some ice, but we're going to put a little bit of lime and lemon juice.
And just a tip, here we were short on ice, but one thing that I always like to do with my drink sometimes is fruit. You have that frozen fruit.
Yes.
Throw in the frozen fruit instead of ice. It's going to chill it down, but it's not going to dilute the flavor. And
Oh, I love yes, I
same
love
thing
that.
with those right there with the mimosas. You don't want to
not
put
gonna dilute.
ice cubes usually in your mimosa, water it down, but like frozen strawberries.
Perfect.
Go in there. You see
ready
that
to
kind of
go?
throughout.
I'm ready to go. Usually we'll put some ice in there, so we'll see what happens.
Do we have any left? So we had to
No, that
ration
was
the
it.
ice. That was
That
it.
was
Okay.
it. So this is going to be more like a slushy, I think.
Okay.
All right, is it ready to go?
Isn't this fun?
Kick it up. We do need to pulse it.
You can already smell it. That mint, you smell it
yeah.
as
That's
he's blending
right.
it, it's breaking up. You kind of see that theme running through. We like it to, hit all the senses,
Oh, yeah.
Hit the nose, hit the taste buds.
I loosened it for him. Okay.
Awesome.
So we'll just
That
do,
almost looks like salsa.
it kind of does. You would have more ice in there normally, but we'll see. This is kind of a true test.
Ching, ching.
Again, here's to you and here's to me, and hopes we never disagree, but if we do, never mind. Okay. Look, I've got everything I need today. All my nutrients all my bases are covered. That is so good.
Crazy. With a cucumber.
That's right.
That is nuts. Wow. We're going on the road with this gig. Okay.
Perfect. Let's do
I
it.
love it.
Check us out. Facebook, Multi V is the Facebook page. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. And check out our website, www.drinkv.com, for all the location you can find Multi V.
drinkv.com. We'll be right back.
We love making new friends. Visit us online at facebook.com/SpielOn. Explore an ever-expanding variety of wholesome, locally grown foods when you shop Illinois, where fresh is. For more information, visit illinoiswherefreshis's.com. Prairie Farms presents Did You Know with Chef Rob.
Did you know that Prairie Farms Dairy is owned by over 600 farm families? Locally produced, 100% real dairy, Prairie Farms. Check out our website at prairiefarms.com.
I'd like to, first of all, thank everybody for coming on this historic anniversary of the bank opening April the 7th at 1 o'clock in 1915. God willing, we're going to be here for another 100 years and serving the community, and we're commemorating that today. Your needs are our call to action. God bless you all. 100 years.
At John A. Logan College, we make your future our priority number one. Your education should be all about you. We know that you're balancing work, school, and family, and we know that an education can change everything for you. There's a reason why so many students are choosing John A. Logan College.
Because it's where I won my confidence.
Discover John A. Logan College, where it's all about you.
The Spiel, Saturdays at 11 on Fox 23. The Spiel presents You're On, 100% original new music.
Hi, I'm Danny Norman, and this is a song that me and my co-writer Alan Webb wrote together. It's called The Best Day of My Life. Homemade cherry pie and marshmallows on the steak. First time I kissed my wife, yeah, now it's getting thick. You might think the best day of my life was when my child was born, but I hate to let you down, my friend. The best day of my life was when my little boy got born again. His spirit moved, his heart was broken, Mama cried, and I got choked. Best day of my life was when my little boy got born again. Now chickens pecking on the ground as I drove up to the house. 3 years old and she's in bibs as she comes running down. It sure seems wild how time flies by now. She's turned 11 and her daddy's still my little boy that God sent down from heaven. The best day of my life was when my little boy got born again. The spirit moved, his heart was broken, Mama cried, and I got choked. Best day of my life was when my little boy got born again. Now there's a lot of things in this old life that can catch a good man's eye. My pretty wife in a pickup truck, catfish on the line. The best day of my life was when my little boy got born again. The spirit moved, his heart was broken, Mama cried, and I got choked. Best day of my life was when, yeah, the best day of my life was when, oh, the best day of my life was when my boy got born again. This is a brand new song. Me and my co-writer, we just wrote this song, Alan Webb, a couple weeks back. It's called Raising Heaven. Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered if it's true? Someone really put them there, did they just pop into view? If I ever had the slightest doubt, every bit is gone, 'cause what I've seen convinces me God's still on his throne. And there's a little bit of heaven that I tuck into bed. She's looking like her mama, and that scares me half to death. It puts her in between a 9 and 11. Well, I'll probably have to pray a lot while I'm raising heaven. Every time I look at her, I get a big lump in my throat. Can't help but getting all choked up, 'cause I know someday some sweet talking boy along about 17 is gonna sweep right in and steal her heart from me. And there's a little bit of heaven that I tuck into bed. She's looking like her mama, and that scares me half to death. It puts her in between a 9 and 11. Well, I'll probably have to pray a lot while I'm raising heaven. Now it's a clear night, stars are bright, my angel's fast asleep inside. I look up and thank God for this life, 'cause there's a little bit of heaven that I tuck into bed. She's looking like her mama, and that scares me half to death. It puts her in between a 9 and 11. Well, I'll probably have to pray a lot while I'm raising heaven. I'll probably have to pray a lot while I'm raising heaven. Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered if it's true?
I got into it because it's something that I can do. It'll complement my CDL. It pays good money.
You're going to have job security no matter where you go, and you're always going to have a good paycheck coming in. I've always worked in the trade until about a year and a half ago. Pretty much anything in the industry, I've seen it and done it.
I like the fact that Three Rivers was right here. It's real close to where I live.
We offer intro classes and advanced classes.
There's a lot of ways, that you can get your college paid for here. They work with a lot of people.
Three Rivers College. Success starts here.
A lot of excitement about today. It's our 70th anniversary. In 1946 we started. Just want to say a few thank yous. My mother, she's been here all 70 years. My family, all the employees and staff of Southside Lumber. 25% of our staff has been here over 15 years. We're able to service a much broader range. We've added about 50,000 square foot to our facility. We'll be able to show people and showcase a larger selection.
Like us on Facebook and follow us for the next 70 years.
I'd like to buy the family's gas one too.
Okay.
I'd like to pay for this family's meal.
Okay. We're so blessed in this country. I would encourage all of you to pay it forward and let that random act of kindness define us as a nation. Farmers State Bank. No one serves you better.
I feel like from the get-go I've been called to be a servant, and I feel like I have a servant's heart, and that's what I want to do. I want to meet needs, and I feel like this is the way I'm able to do it. I've always been in healthcare starting in 1981. I was able to help people, but I never got to see their face. And so this gives me an opportunity to see their face, and I just feel like this is what I'm called to do. And I feel like if you find your calling and your passion, then every day's a great day.
Allow us to be your medical home. crhpc.org.
We have Ellen Webb and Danny Norman joining us now. And gentlemen, it's an honor, it's a privilege, a pleasure. You hear your name circulated all of the time for different reasons. Your music obviously speaking to what's in your heart, and you're led, by the Spirit and that sort of thing. Talk to me about your motivation. Are you doing what you're supposed to do? How do you gauge that?
I do. I love what I'm doing. I love the ministry part of it because it ministers to a lot of people's hearts. And, I go out, me and my sound man, we go out and do probably 50 to 70 concerts and venues and churches throughout the year together. And through that, we get to meet a lot of people, get to see a lot of people's lives changed. And
there you go. That's the power of it. And Alan, you just took a leap of faith, just taking off to Nashville, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going to be there. My wife starts her job May 23rd, and my daughter's out of school May 17th, so that's move week. Okay. For permanently. I'm there through the week now. The last couple of years, I've been there through the week and then coming home on the weekends and kind of working it that way, and just getting hooked up back in the market down there, but I've sure enjoyed my time. Danny and I write together when I'm here. We've actually, this new project we've got coming out, I think the first 3 songs we wrote over the phone together, so that new technology's nice. We kind of shoot things back and forth, and then we've gotten together to finish some of the other stuff up. But it's been a pleasure to write together.
The premise of your songs, are these experiences, personal experiences, or are you just looking around at what others are going through? What motivates you?
Some of them are. Some of them are personal. Some of them, we being out on the road a lot and meeting, people's experiences, what they're going through, and realizing, there's people hurting, today, very much of a need for something that will touch the heart of people's lives.
Absolutely.
Think of the 2 songs he did today. The Best Day of My Life was kind of about his son mostly, when he got saved and born again. And
isn't that the best feeling?
And I don't know, when we first got together, we started writing together in 2012. We were talking about it on the way over here. And I probably brought a little more of the country feel into Danny's songs and maybe a little more progressive melodies to try to be appealing more to today's radio and that kind of stuff. Sure. But we always want to keep that message there, keep it a positive message, keep it a godly message. And then the song we just wrote, Raising Heaven. I have a 9-year-old daughter.
There you go.
There, so,
you got your shotgun loaded by the door.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That's right. Always cleaning the gun, like the Rodney Atkins song says, always cleaning that gun. But so it's from our own personal life experiences. But like Danny said as well, we see things or know things about other people's lives, and sometimes we take from those. You're always, as a songwriter, you're always subconsciously looking and listening and
absolutely
to grab a good idea.
Stacey, I know you were touched by their work.
Big time, and I mean, I have a little girl that's 9 too, so, and she's grown up in church. But what I was going to say, have you known this is what you've always wanted to do, or when did you really start getting into writing? And
I started when I was 11, in my daddy's tavern. So my father's tavern back in the day. So I played for him from the time I was 11 to 16. And I met actually Alan whenever I was,
When I went to the bar.
There you go. You got to meet them any way you can, right?
So you have a testimony too.
A tavern or a church.
So I actually bumped into his brother somewhere, and he said, my brother would like to get with you sometime and do some writing. And it was a God ideal. It really was.
Awesome. Yeah. You concur, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we all grapple with, I think, is that there are desires of the flesh. Where you want to make it big, you see that chart topper, the awards mean so much. It's a fine line to keep the balance of what you were truly put here to do and what you enjoy doing and your aspirations. How do you stay grounded, both of you?
Well, I'm actually a pastor too.
Okay, that'll do it.
I've been pastoring for 29 years, and I'd rather preach than anything that I do in life. And, but at the same time, to stay grounded, you have to see what your purpose is, what your cause is, what you're doing it for.
Sure.
And if it's for anything else, then you might as well be in the secular end of it.
That's right.
That's what I feel.
That's right.
Well, I learned the music business can be very frustrating, and I've seen a lot of people who are in it and maybe even make it to the top. Like I've got a good friend that's a writer, and he was talking about how he'd had some great success, and his wife was even an artist, but then now, he's not getting any cuts. His wife isn't out doing anything, and so that level of income has dropped way down.
Sure.
They're frustrated and all that kind of stuff. And I don't ever want to get to that. I want to do it for fun, have fun, enjoy what I'm doing. And if something happens big, so to speak, it does. But the main thing, I want to have fun. But always keep my head on straight, and I don't want to get involved in the party life and all that aspect of it. I want to go there and write music, be creative, have fun, and it's a great thing, like with writing with Danny, to put that positive gospel message out there and enjoy it.
What is it that you say about music and the heart and what is it?
One of my favorite quotes is, music is why God gave our heart to beat.
Isn't that
I
great?
I love that.
I love that.
Good, isn't it?
Well, gentlemen, how do they find you? If people want to know more, they want to hear more, how do they reach out?
We're actually on YouTube. We've got a song right now called I'm an American, just went out, was shot a couple of months back. Not even a couple of months, it's about a month and a few weeks now, and it's had over, I think, 1,700 views on it, so it's doing very well for us there.
Yeah.
And we had a song actually that was on YouTube called Reasons, and that song actually got awarded in the AMG Awards in Carolina for me, 2013, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And in that, you know, you can contact me through that, but also I have a website which is www.dannynorman.net is my website.
Okay. How do they find you? They don't, unless you want them to.
Just look me up on Facebook right now. I'm working on putting some things together, and probably over the next year, maybe putting my own CD out, just a country thing.
Awesome.
But trying to hook up with people down there and do that. But that's forthcoming.
All right. Well, we wish you both the best, and thanks for coming out today.
Thanks for having us. Enjoyed it.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.
You're watching The Spiel.
I have a partial denture that drives me crazy, so I'd like to get something permanent.
One of the most dramatic advances in implant dentistry is the introduction of what's called computer-guided surgery. Because when we have a guide, the surgery is much quicker and it's more conservative. No sutures, there's no bleeding, quicker recovery, no pain, and happier patient, and happier doctor too.
It's going to mean everything.
Hi, I'm Tom Franks, Chairman of Farmers State Bank. Let's face it, all banks have pretty much the same menu board. What sets a bank apart is service, and that's why at Farmers State Bank, our motto is, no one serves you better. So stop by one of our locations in Alto Pass, Marion, Harrisburg, and a second location open in Marion later this year to better serve your needs. And I promise you one thing, no one will work harder or care more for you.
I was nervous, scared,
anxious about starting college. I knew it was a path to a better job,
but I wasn't sure I had the grades,
the time, the focus to succeed.
But at Three Rivers College,
I found the training I needed.
Instructors who care.
Help with financial aid.
With TRA.
With veterans benefits.
For a great education.
Great career skills.
A great future.
Choose Three Rivers College.
Success starts here.
These days, video is everywhere. TVs, computers, even your phone. With so many ways to use video to reach your potential audience, it's become an important part of doing business. If you like the commercials you've seen during the spiel, and if your business could benefit from a creative approach to telling your story, with attention-grabbing visuals and thoughtfully executed scripts, perhaps it's time you give Growing Media a call. We'd love to hear from you.
Hi, my name's Alan Webb. I'm from Southern Illinois here, a little town called Royalton, if you've ever heard of that. This is a song I wrote some years ago in a difficult time in my life. And so if you've ever been through divorce or the product of a divorce, you might be able to relate to this. As I pull into the drive, she's standing at the door. She drops her doll and kisses her mommy goodbye. Comes running to my car. Wish I didn't live so far. I'd go any distance for that smile. Sunday through Friday, I'm her father. World could take the place when she wraps those little arms around me. I get to be a daddy for a day. Now she doesn't ask for much, just all my attention. But you know I wouldn't have it any other way. There's ice cream on her shirt, and it really hurts when a puckered lip says, Daddy, can I stay? Sunday through Friday, I'm her father. The feeling in this world could take the hate to have to say it's almost time to go. I can hardly wait till the weekend comes again. I pull into her drive, she kisses me goodbye. Time apart, it nearly does the end. Sunday through Friday, I'm her father. World could take the place. But when she wraps those little arms around me, I get to be a daddy for a day. When I get to be a daddy for a day.
It's important for me to provide the best care that I can for the patients that come to see us. All right, now breathe normal. I can tell you that I care a lot about the patients that I take care of. We're here to provide, hopefully, preventative care. We do provide reactionary care because that's what people come with, the sniffly nose and their high blood pressure and after a heart attack and after their stroke. But try to get on the bandwagon sooner. You know, that pap smear, that mammogram, that colonoscopy, they're all for a reason.
Switching your account from one bank to another can be a hassle. Farmers State Bank wants to make life easy for our customers. With our MyFSB Switch Kit, we can help make the transition to a new account quick and easy. Come into one of our convenient locations and our staff is here to assist you. And with our new website and mobile-friendly banking, we are continuing the Farmers State Bank tradition of service.
No one will work harder or care more for you.
Visit myfsb.com.
I chose Three Rivers College because it's affordable. It costs less, a lot less.
Less than the same courses at a four-year university.
And the quality is just as good.
Maybe even better.
Because at Three Rivers, classes are small.
And instructors really care about their students.
At Three Rivers, they helped me find financial aid.
I'm getting a great education without a ton of debt.
Three Rivers College.
Success starts here.
Register now.
The one thing they can't teach is experience. What I always say is, think about what looks the most youthful, what looks the most modern. You've got to be creative, you've got to bring ideas. It's a little bit of something different, make it work. I can work it, baby. And you've got your technique, you've got your feel. When you get into real hair cutting, it's really more about feel. I look at what the hair wants to do. What matters is, does she like it? And what matters is it looking great? That's what matters.
Your final destination for style, Chevaux.
Now listen, this show was dicey, okay? It was very tough to balance, and here's why. We had the Christian, gospel, singer, pastor, and then we had the vodka manufacturer. You know, it's like we really didn't want them crossing paths, and you know, and not that it would matter. Listen, I don't believe in being a hypocrite. I'm just going to give it up right now. I mean, Julie does it all the time. She's like, my church family is watching. I'm like, what are you doing that you wouldn't want your church family to know about, right? So here's the deal, and I believe this. Things in moderation, okay?
That's exactly kind of what we talk about.
I mean, you talk about this all the time. We love good food.
I had a doctor one time tell me I was having some anxiety and nerve, issues. I couldn't
can't
sleep
imagine
well
that.
at all.
Yeah.
Okay. And he said, "Do you like wine?" I said, "Not really."
You don't like wine?
Okay, here's the deal.
That's why you gave me the wine club card.
Well, they're Italian. Okay, so every meal when I first met him, you know how you're kind of shy, and we'd go to these dinners. And you'd have this great dinner, everyone's at the table, but they wouldn't even bring you water. You'd have wine. And
they make their own.
And I'd be dying of thirst.
Yeah.
I just didn't like the taste of it.
Yeah.
I really.
Is that because they made it? Do they make their own too?
His brother made some, but mostly they drink a lot of dry wine too.
Oh yeah.
But which is what's good for you.
It's very good.
Very
for
good
your
for
heart.
you. But anyway, my doctor prescribed that to me.
He did.
1 glass a night, just a small glass. He said, you need to do this and just try it.
Okay.
And man, I slept like a baby.
You did, huh? Just 1 glass?
I slept like a baby.
Or was it the bottle and you're out? I mean,
no, and it was nothing to do with that. It was just the point. It said, he goes, I didn't want to take medicine. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but
the wine.
Anyway, that's what he told me, that it has a lot of healing properties.
But it was interesting that you just say that, because my doctor says when I'm pregnant that something about non-alcoholic beer
right?
It does something because you're very sick when if you have the morning sickness stuff.
Yes.
Something about the non-alcoholic beer helps to curb that too, and then helps you sleep or whatever. I don't know if it's whatever the non-liquor part is, the hops or the whatever. Jason, you're a beer connoisseur.
Yeah,
what would it be that would make me feel good with non-alcoholic
beer? I wish I'd have known
beer?
about that when I was
He doesn't know. He only drinks the alcoholic kind. It's sugar pill. Oh, it's placebo is what he's saying.
Well, and I was, it is a hot topic. I mean, it's a very, like when church, anytime you get in that discussion in Sunday school.
I know.
Then I was raised, which is so hard for me, I was raised Catholic. Until I was probably 20.
Boy.
Okay, can you imagine the change? I went from Catholic
to Baptist.
Love them both.
Yeah.
But let me just tell you, it was a huge change because we didn't even, I never thought anything about it.
Yeah.
They do.
They do.
Yeah, and so it's just, there's so many different views and,
Yeah, I just, do not judge me for you will be judged far greater. I'm just saying. I mean, I love that you love me and you want to make sure that I don't, overindulge or go over the line, but okay. Anyway, which leads us to our word. This is a perfect segue. Can you read?
Okay.
Are you like me?
I can see
Can
it,
you
but
see it? This is so embarrassing.
It's kind of talking about overindulging.
It is. Surf it. Excess. What's this? Surf it. We said it. How do these glasses look? Did I just add how many years when I did that? This is the. Oh, a sexy librarian. I was just going to say a librarian look, but the sexy librarian look. I like it. What do you think?
Glasses.
You do?
I do, and the color's good. Matches.
Yeah, I like that. Surf it. Excess and excessive amount. But it says a surfeit of speech making or excess or overindulgence in eating or drinking. Look at that. Hey, they just lumped them both together there.
So
folks.
right there again, best thing.
It is. All right, so this is going to be easy, and guess what, Rob? I'm going to get it this week because there are only 2 syllables, right? It's when we have like 5 that I can't keep up. You want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
Okay. Serve. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. You're totally kidding. I can do this. Okay.
Okay. I can do this. Sir.
Fit.
Sir.
Fit.
Sir.
How's that? Overindulgence? Is that what it is?
Yep.
Huh? Excess? Yeah. Boy, that's good. That is good.
So don't eat too many. No, get your bag of Oreos. I hope you go get your bag of Oreos
and obey the serving size.
That's right. And if you're on a diet and trying to lose weight,
right, stay away from the mints.
Take a few of the mints away.
Yeah. Yep.
Mindless eating.
I tell you what, you just get so much when you tune in here, don't you?
Yeah.
You really do.
It's a wealth of knowledge.
You really do. All right, we'll see you again next week.
This is a program that the bank has launched, and we are extremely proud of the Teen Debit Card program. We're excited about it because you guys get a chance to become independent in financing. You have to be 16 years of age, you have to have a parent or guardian on the checking account with you. Then the debit card's going to come, but it's going to be in your name. So right off the bat, it's yours.
It's convenient, it's very easy to use. I feel the debit card is more secure than just carrying around $20.
It's not just a bank, it's a relationship.
Growth and development is the science of pediatrics. That's what pediatrics is, growth and development. And so you have that there centered in the medical home. You know that particular family, you know those children, you know what they've been doing, and you follow them for years. So it's not just this patient comes in, but you've got a person that you're dealing with, and you're dealing with the family and the issues, and you do what you do because it's fun getting people well.
Find us on crhpc.org.
Looking for a new career? New skills? Start now at Three Rivers College. We've got new programs in robotics, precision ag, welding, and more than 20 other career technical programs like diesel mechanics, computer technology, healthcare. For a high-demand job, you need high-demand skills. So enroll now, right now. Learn how at trcc.edu.
Three Rivers College.
Success starts here.
I get the question all the time, why call Parker for our heating and air conditioning systems? The number one reason to call Parker is our team. They have the best attitudes. They love their jobs. They love this industry. And that's why our team shows up every day, to serve our clients, to be the leading team in this industry. Installing water furnace geothermal or servicing any make and model that you have. It's our team's desire to serve you.
But hurry, 30% tax credit on geothermal installation ends December 2016. Parker Heating and Cooling, your water furnace geothermal expert.